So give him a little treat.
Oh, okay, cool, man.
Yeah, yeah.
I got a little pit, man. She just turned
Okay.
like one in maybe like a couple months, man. She eating up and biting up everything in my
I
house.
bet. I bet.
Yeah, man. So
Yeah,
I got what you got?
I got a Cane Corso.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He eats everything.
Oh, that's what's up, man. Well, listen, we're gonna get going. All right, everybody. Happy Sunday to you. Happy Sunday. Thank you guys for joining in. This is the Different Echelon podcast and broadcast. We're favored today with how can I say this? An acquaintance through the power of social media. Definitely, man. Happy to have this gentleman. This is in the month of health and fitness, and health and beauty and fitness. So for the men, last week we had Danica So Pretty on talking about hair and nails and makeup and lashes and all that stuff. We want to keep the flow going with the men today. So we're going to talk about health, workouts, eating well, eating correctly, and definitely using your body as a temple, as it's supposed to be. So without any further ado, we have Mr. Alpha Fitness from Charlotte, North Carolina. Mr. Alpha Fitness, what's up, man?
What's going on, brother? How you doing, man?
I'm doing great, my brother. So you go by Mr. Alpha Fitness, but your actual name is Rick.
Yeah, Rick Lewis. It's actually AIP Fitness, which is anything is possible.
Oh, great. I'm sorry.
Anything is possible. It's all good, bro.
Yeah. AIP Fitness. But Alpha Fitness is that on your IG?
No. It says anything is possible. Anything is possible fitness.
I need to clean his glasses off, man. Please.
It's all good, bro. It's all good.
Forgive me, man. But yeah, man, he's here. I'm here located in Charleston, South Carolina. You up the street in Charlotte. Yeah. And just real quickly, like we talked about every time Different Echelon podcast, we always try to hit something that happened here recently. So we were talking a little bit off air about the vice presidential debates that happened, I think a couple of weeks ago at this point. But right now, we want to first of all encourage everybody to go out there and vote. I know that this country has over 300 million citizens. And your vote means a lot. Please do not feel that just because it's just one of you amongst a ton of us that your vote doesn't matter. This is probably going to be the closest presidential election in the history of this country. And as Black individuals, men, women, we need to make our voices heard. I do not want to hear you talk about this or that. And when I ask you if you voted, you tell me, oh, no, I didn't vote. It wasn't necessary. I have nothing to say to you. But when you vote and you have an opinion, then I'm willing to listen and all that kind of stuff. So, but Rick, man, I mean, up there in Charlotte, I know back during the time of the I won't say the riots, but I do want to say the marches after George Floyd and Ahmaud Arbery and Breonna Taylor, all of that kind of seemed to happen in one clump. And it was so crazy because that was like right at the height of the whole pandemic, you know what I'm saying? So I saw some videos and they got down here in Charleston. But what was the temperature like up there, man, in regards to that kind of stuff?
It was the same thing, man. If not higher. You know what I'm saying? We all it may not have happened here in Charlotte, the event, but we all felt it. We all felt it, and it's got to the point to where like, all right, we're tired of this. Yeah. Like we've been tired of it, but now it's like, all right, well, now enough is enough. You know what I'm saying? So people out there supporting, man, not even really rioting, because I don't want to say that we were the ones out there rioting. I'm gonna emphasize that. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't riot our own community, but as far as being, pissed off and go out there peaceful protests, they didn't want to show that part. It was a lot. It was a lot of that happening, man. A lot of that happening, but they don't show that on TV. They don't show, the media doesn't show that. They show the throwing the bricks in the windows and stuff like that. But that's not what we was out there for. But they, like I told you, they don't show the peaceful part of this thing, and that's what we had a lot of in Charlotte. A lot of that. So that's what it was here.
And I have to tell you, I like Charlotte. Charlotte is a very charming city, in my opinion. But what I do like about it most of all is that there's a lot of Black businesses there. And I have to say it's probably more there than it is here in Charleston. I don't know every business in Charleston or Charlotte, but the appearance, I'll put it like that. there appears to be a lot of black businesses. I know you have Michael Jordan, the greatest of all time. Do not tell me anything about LeBron James. Time as far as I'm concerned. I'm a Knicks fan, so I know what it's like, man. So
you already know.
Yeah, right. But Jordan up there and various other individuals. Like, are you originally from Charlotte?
No. Originally from New York. I moved down to North Carolina when I was like 15.
Okay, cool.
14, 15, something like that.
What part of New York?
We was in Mount Vernon. We was up in Mount Vernon.
I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
But yeah, how was it living in Charlotte? Seeing all the black businesses, and how does that affect you as a black business owner yourself? Do you feel kind of galvanized, or it's good to have like your brothers and sisters doing their thing as well?
Yeah, it's great. It's great to have, man. First of all, living in Charlotte is absolutely amazing, man. I like it because you kind of get the best of both worlds. You get your city feel if you want to go uptown and things like that. And then if you want to like get on away from that, you got the outskirts. You can like go outside the city area, Ballantyne, all that area. Right. South Carolina's right down the street. We got Carowinds and all that. But that's the good part about living in Charlotte. Then the other part with the business side, especially because with the black business community, we always want to help each other out. So we're always supporting one another, man. Before we even think about going to purchase something that we need, most of the time it's always like, okay, let me look up on Instagram or social media to see if they have it or if there's a black business that has it before you go out and you go to any other kind of institution to buy anything. So that in forms of support is humongous, man. Like it's like everybody wants to see everybody win, which it should be.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, man, it's very important, man. Thanks for sharing that because I'll be honest with you, when you go back and you look at our history, we have always been strongest when we're there to support each other. Mm-hmm. And I'll point specifically to Black Wall Street back in Tulsa. And it's crazy because these are things that you don't learn in school. Mm-hmm. And I'll tell you something. I'm a big hip hop head. I'm not today's hip hop, man. I'm 41 years old, so I'm doing Nas, my favorite rapper right now. It seems like Nas and I are the only ones representing the Mets. So I'm gonna stick with it, man. But I was listening to an actual song about the game. Mm-hmm. And I think his label at one point was Black Wall Street. And I was like, man, that's clever. So I actually Googled it to learn things about him. I'm also a musician, so I was like trying to get some background on that. I realized it was an actual place. And so with that, I was like, oh man, I said, so I read, it was a self-contained area. It had barbers, had blacksmiths, had, seamstress, it had, schools,
everything,
everything you needed. Yep. And of course, it was burned down, with the racism and all of that kind of stuff. But it's good to see that. And if I can point to one positive, and I know it sounds kind of ominous for me to say this, but if there's one positive out of what's been going on is that I feel like it has brought us as a black community together. I think, and this is across the board, not just in Charleston or Charlotte or Brooklyn or Mount Vernon, across the nation, man. It's brought us together to say, you know what, man, we got to help each other out, and we cannot let. And of course, you're going to have those ignorant ones. And a homeboy of mine said one time, he said, Darius, everybody can go. Everybody can go. So everybody's not going to have the same mindset. So it's good to know that we do have the majority of us that are thinking about each other. And and so we're looking to encourage each other. Like down here, we have our first black-owned wine bar, which I think is great because the whole wine and charcuterie situation is blowing up, especially here. I'm sure it's that way around the nation. But, I'm happy to see that. So with that being said, give us a little background on you, Rick. Let us know, you said you're from Mount Vernon originally. In 15, you came to Charlotte. I think, if I'm not mistaken, and don't mess me up if I get this wrong, you're North Carolina A&T.
Is that what you're all day? Yes, sir.
Right, there we go. So give us a little bit of the background and tell us how you got into being Mr. AIP Fitness.
Okay, well, like you said, I moved down from New York. My mom, she had a relocation of the job. So did I want to come? No, I did definitely not want to come. I haven't been any further than the Virginia state line. From up north. So I thought when I moved down here, it was going to be farms and, you know what I'm saying, cattle and high grass and all that. So, and first thing I noticed when I moved down here, there was no sidewalks. I'm like, whoa, what is going on here? You know what I'm saying? If anybody's ever been up north, that's how we walk. We walk on the sidewalks anyway. But I love it here. I love it here, man. I wouldn't go back as far as, moving back up north if you pay me. But yeah, but I moved out here, man. It was involved in sports heavy. First love is basketball. Most people wouldn't think that, but absolutely love basketball, man. Fast forward to college, got a football scholarship in North Carolina A&T.
Great.
Graduated in 4 years with a degree in food and nutrition dietetics. I chose that degree, one, because I thought about it long term. Everybody has to eat. Everybody has to eat, so I will always have a job in that area. So that was just me thinking about life after football. Played a couple years professional in the arena area, and also Canadian Football League.
Oh, great.
And then, put my degree to use after that. So I came back home to Charlotte, and made Charlotte home. Started working at the hospital. There's one of the major hospitals down here in Charlotte. I was there for 8 years as a dietitian. I got moved right on in there because of my degree and the knowledge that I have. I didn't have that much experience, but with that degree helped me out a lot.
Right.
And just going in the interview and killing it or whatever. After about the 7.5 year mark, I was like, man, this is not for me. This is the job is not for me. Being passed over a lot by people just coming in. You know how that goes with the race card. I'm a guy, man. I don't really I don't play games when it comes to playing the game, the corporate game.
Right.
I'm not gonna giggle and kiki and laugh in your face and stuff, man. I'm gonna do my job. I'm gonna clock in, do my job, and go home. And I got tired of that. And people would tell me all the time, why don't you train people? I never thought about it. I never thought about it in my life to train people. I just love to work out. I love fitness. I love the gym. And at that point, I was like, maybe you're right. You know what I'm saying? So God was just put people in my path. So I just started making my escape plan, man. I started making my escape plan. Working long hours already. I had to add on more. So I would be getting up. I had to work at the hospital. My schedule was 6:30 to 6:30. So that means I had to get up. I had to do a session beforehand and before I go to the hospital, and then I had to do like 3 more after I got off work.
You hustle.
But that was I did that, bro. I did that for 2.5 to 3 years. No days off, no vacation. But I was building my business. I had to do it because those other hours were already taken from working in the hospital. So I had to do weekends. I had to do late nights, you know what I'm saying, getting 3 to 4 hours of sleep. And that's where I tell people it's always grind. Like, you think entrepreneurship is easy. It's not easy at all. Especially if you have a job and you want to get out of that job. You got to do what you got to do.
No doubt.
You got to do what you got to do. So looking, fast forward to now, I'm in entrepreneurship going on 6 years. Going on 6 years, man, loving every minute of it. And I tell people it's not about the financial, it's about the freedom. It's about the freedom of one, empowering people and, on a daily basis, helping people change their lives, guiding them on a fitness journey, you know what I'm saying? And just the freedom to do what you want when you want to do it. Because that's to me what is the most important thing. It's the freedom. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, the money will come down the line. If you hustle and you grind, the money will come. But being able to go to, if your daughter has a recital, if she has something to do, if your family wants to do something, you don't have to write no PTO sheet and ask another grown person for permission to get off. You see what I'm saying? Now that right there, to me, I will never understand it, and it bugged me the whole time working. Like, why should you have to ask another grown person for permission to do anything?
Yeah, and that's powerful, Rick, man, because and I'm gonna be honest with you, a lot of us are so how some people look at it is I know every 2 weeks I can count on this $1,000 coming into my account.
Right.
And all I have to do is just clock in and just do enough to get by.
Mm-hmm.
But it seems to me that you're a person that goes for the gold. You know, you shoot for the limit. So it's hard for people to do the dedication because it's interesting because, and I'm finding things out that we have in common. I had no idea that, you know, you're from New York, and I'm in the medical field now, and
Okay.
I've been in it since 2004, and I work in endoscopy. And I'll say this, you know, at one point I wanted to be a physician. You know, had plans to do that, but you know, life took a different turn. I won't get into all the details, but I'll tell you the one thing that I'll be transparent. Like there's a fear, I guess you could say, from people like myself that's like, man, God, I don't want to like quit it's almost like the bird in the hand thing. You know,
Right.
why did I give up the bird in the hand for two in the bush, and I may not even get one that's in the bush? So, you know, I think it also comes down to confidence and belief in yourself that you're
exactly.
But what you said just now was so powerful in the sense that you said, why am I a grown adult asking another grown adult if I can go to my family reunion or go to my daughter's recital, or if I can just have time off just to do for myself? You know what I'm saying? So that's something that, you know, whoever's listening today, man, you have to think about. You have to be able to have the confidence in yourself to be brave enough to step out of that, what they call sure bet, because nothing is sure. And it's interesting because I always tell people, you know, and I know that I have a lot of supporters, you know, from my job, but they know that I kind of, you know, speak my mind when it comes. It's just so funny when a job fires you, they don't give you a 2 weeks notice.
Not at all. Not at all.
You know what I'm saying? So you have to give a 2 week notice when you get ready to leave. So it's just interesting, man. But I want to applaud you on that. Because entrepreneurship, from what I understand, is very, very empowering and it's liberating, you know. But you know, I want you to kind of, you know, and I don't mean to cut you off, but I want to step in real quick because that's and a part of this whole experience, Different Echelon podcast, is to empower people, educate and empower. And that's why I have great people like yourself on today. So now you're doing that. So tell me about like your day. What's a typical day now for you? You know, I want to take me from the time you wake up in the morning and the time you shut your eyes at night.
The same grind. It's the same grind. It's the same hunger. I'm just working for myself. So I'm up, if not working harder. I work harder now because this is my baby. This is my business. I've grown this from an infant, from an embryo to an infant to a toddler, and it's the same grind, bro. Like I haven't lost hunger since I started it. You know what I'm saying? So from a normal day for me would be waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning. First session is at 5:15 a.m. All right. So I go from 5:15 a.m. until my last one in the morning will probably be about 10:45 a.m. All right. Okay. After that, so I'm done with the morning sessions. After the morning sessions, I take a little 20-minute break, clear my head a little bit, meditate a little bit, and then I'm off to the gym for my workout. So that's you're looking at 11:30 to maybe 1:30, whatever that may be. And then after that, handle some business matters or family matters, anything I got to handle. And then I'm right back at it again. Training it starts again at 4:15 for clients. So it's 4:15 until some nights 10:30, some nights 11. It doesn't, you know, whenever the last one is, and then I'm back at it again. So the time, and then as you would know with me, because our communication was like,
I was
boom, 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 you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So to get me on the horn and to get me to answer messages is kind of hard, and I apologize on that. If people understand my daily day, then they'd be like, okay, well, I understand that, bro.
And I'll tell some of the viewers and listeners, man, it was hard to get this dude, man. I thought I had to. I was talking to Obama. I was like, gee. But you know what though? But you know what, Rick, man, and I'm gonna tell you this. This is the God's honest truth. Not only is it Sunday, but you know, this is just me. I've been a follower of yours for probably 3 years. And again, the power of social media. I don't know how, because we have no relationship. at all, outside of this right here. So I was on Instagram, and there's that whole Discover page, and I know, of course, with the whole algorithm and metrics, they know what you into, and I'll share this with you, which is going to lead to my next commentary. About 5 years ago, I was in the hospital. I was hospitalized. I had a kilo like on the inside of my thigh, and in my family we have diabetes and high blood pressure, which is the case for a lot of Black families across America, especially here in the South, where we get down when it comes down to eating. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, my late father was a diabetic, and I go to the hospital to take my sugar. It was crazy. It was like 300 something. So the surgeon comes in to talk to me about the surgery, and it was a minor surgery. But anyway, he literally said to me, he said, "Mr. Nolan, your sugar is, just say 330." And I was like, "Oh, wow, yeah." And I kind of, it was like embarrassing, so I didn't really want to confront it, you know what I'm saying? But I knew what the deal was, and he was like, "You're a young man." He said, "But you don't want to get to a point in your life where your penis no longer works." And I said, "You know something, you're right." And so what happened was, I said, I got to turn my life around. And my dad was still alive at the time, and I had a conversation with him. And he was like, "Yeah, Dad, this is what you got to do." So I saw him battle diabetes. He got a bunch of books that he would read and different literature and whatnot. But anyway, I'm on Instagram, and I'm searching and all that kind of stuff. And so one day, like I said, about 3, maybe a little more years ago, you pop up on my Discover page. I'm like, okay, this dude. So first of all, I'm not sure how tall you are, but you're big. How tall are you?
6'3".
Oh, 6'3". Yeah. So I'm 6'4.5". So we're about the same size, but you were just like getting it in. And I was like, man, this guy, man. So it's impactful when you meet somebody or see somebody that kind of looks like you. So you feel like late.
Right.
So I hit the follow button, right? Start following you. And every day, this is the God's honest truth. Every day I will watch your workouts. This is before the whole stories thing was real popular on IG.
Okay. Right.
Watch your workouts. I would intentionally type your name in, and I would go on watch your workouts. I was like, you know what? Every day I'm gonna do what he does the day before. So you would do something Monday, I'll do it Tuesday. Tuesday, I do it Wednesday, so on and so forth, right? So I just became, and then I saw you start to get the clientele up. And I mean, you got people in there, you got like 6, 7 people at the same time. Then the story thing starts to pop up on IG, and then you have all your followers and stuff, or excuse me, your clients. They're training and like, man, Mr. AIP, kill me today, But that's good. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So what I like to ask you about now is, what type of gratification do you get when you see your clients reach their goals, or when you see them like literally in session working out? Like what does it do for you on the inside that makes you want to continue to go on when you see their progress?
Okay, so when we have consultation, I have consultation with anybody before I take them on.
Okay.
Because I'm looking for one answer. I'm not looking, and I'm not gonna fish that answer out of you.
Yeah.
I'm looking for one answer. If we have a consultation and you tell me that you wanna, you want a slim waist, you want to get your booty bigger, things like that, and you just want to get ready for this wedding, 9 times out of 10, I'm not gonna take you on.
Right.
So with me, I'm looking for people who give me the answer of, Rick, you know what? I just have to get my health right. That excites me, because one thing I tell anybody, health first, everything else is a bonus.
Right.
Everything else will fall in line if we get your health right. You know what I'm saying? Because I've had clients who high blood pressure, sometimes gout, diabetes, all type of ailments, man. And I tell people the fountain of youth and the fountain of, it's not these doctors, it's you taking care of yourself in this playground that we call the gym. Now, where people get it twisted at, they think they have to come in here and lift all this heavy weight, do all this. No, you just got to get your body active, and you just got to get moving. That's the first thing. You get moving. So when I see progress in my clients, AIP Fit Fam, don't really call them clients, they're AIP Fit Fam, because it's family once you join. And I tell them, like, your goal is now my goal.
Right.
And as serious as I am, I take that serious, dead ass serious. I'm sorry, I'm in the cuss one. I don't know if I'm sorry about that, but I get excited, man, when I'm talking about what I love to do.
No, go ahead, man. Let roll.
So definitely, but yeah, once I see the progress, and once and they know I'm kind of an asshole when it comes to this incessant training, because I'm very serious about what I do. And we work 45 minutes of work. I'm talking about there's no talking and lollygagging and all this other stuff. We're actually working, like, and that's the difference that separates. I don't do a lot of sitting around and talking. From that time that we get in there and after you warm up, right, we're going from the time we start to the end, and I need all my time. I'm not shorting you in no 45 minutes. We're working, and that's why they respect that. Right. And they look forward to that. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, and after that third, fourth week, and they see those picture-to-picture comparisons, they're like, wow. And I tell them, like, just trust in the process. Trust in me. I'm going to get you to where you need to be. But this is a partnership, though.
Right.
I can't do it by myself. I can't do it. I need to trust that you're going to go when you leave here, that you're going to go and you're going to eat the correct way. Yes, we're human. We're not gonna eat clean all the time.
Right.
I don't eat clean all the time.
Right.
I'm not one of those guys that's gonna tell you I'm a fitness guru and I eat clean 7 days a week. No, I don't. But I do know when to buckle down and what not to eat and when to eat it. You know what I'm saying? So seeing them do that and have that discipline in our partnership with this thing is totally amazing, man. It gives me gratification when I get a text. When I get a text and they say, Rick, I put on a pair of pants that I haven't worn in months, or I haven't worn in years from last year. Rick, my I'm not on diabetes. The doctor cleared me. That to me means I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm walking in my purpose. You know what I'm saying? It's not about having you look good to snap a picture on Instagram. That's not what it's about, because health is long term, and this thing has to keep going. This can't be a one-stop shop to where you come here, get fixed up, and then you out. You know what I'm saying? When I take a person on, I don't mean to take you on financially for the long term. I want you to be as comfortable as you can be, to where you can go off on your own, and be like, okay, well, I think I got it now, Rick. But if you're not, which most people aren't, they stick around because they know they're not going to be that disciplined and not going to get that push, per se, from by themselves, because it's hard to work out by yourself, man. Yeah, it's hard to do it by yourself.
It is, and I'll tell you this, man. You know, I had I was kind of a little upset, man. I met a guy at the gym, and a lot of my interactions with my guy friends, you know, or introductions, they come from the gym. I think that's one of the things that men do. But anyway, I had a homeboy that I met, man. We became good friends, and he's in the Coast Guard, so he got reassigned to another place. So I'm back working out by myself. So, you know, a lot of times, you know, when you out there at the gym, and I see it all the time, when you have some groups that are together and they're working together, but they're just chatting and they're doing this and all that. You have guys that are working together and they'll stop in between sets and they'll be on their cell phone. So you go up like, oh man, can I get right here? One more set, man. Well, why don't you put your phone down, do the set? So, and they clean the machine.
Right.
So I can get to where you are. But that's interesting, man. And I'm glad you brought up about the two things that you brought up that I thought was great. You know, number one, a lot of us want a microwave result. So we want to be, and I'm going to use the word, we're going to be fat today and then in shape tomorrow. Okay.
Right.
That's not possible. Everyone's looking for the quick fix. They want this magic protein shake. They want this magic pill. They want the waist trainer shape and all of this and all that. But what I was going to say was, I feel like you are doing it the right way, in the sense that you're preparing them for the long haul, because what they'll do is they're going to take those habits and they're going to make a habit, not just today, but for the rest of their lives. And again, like I said, I work in endo, so I see a lot of gastric bypass patients, right?
Right.
And I don't know who is consulting, you know, with them physician-wise and then doing it, because what happens is I've seen the sleeves get busted. I've seen them, become so heavy that they put themselves at risk. You understand what I'm saying? Internally.
Right.
And I met this surgeon, you know, a couple of years ago when I worked at the hospital. I work at the outpatient center now, but anyway, worked at the hospital, and I sat down and talked one day, and he said, Darius, I said, what's the criteria to get gastric bypass? Because I had someone in my life that was thinking about it, and I didn't want them to have it. I said, that's not what you need. You're looking for that quick fix. It ain't gonna work out for you. Nonetheless, he said, they first have to prove to me, because he weighs them and talks to them and all that, and they have to lose a certain percentage of fat on their own first. You see what I'm saying? That way they're serious. They're not just saying, hey, let me give you $1,500 and then you suck the fat out of me. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's very important. But I like for you to talk about eating, because that's something that I feel like we have a hard time. I know me personally, I don't buy, like my Achilles heel, Rick, are potato chips. Okay. You like put me in front of a football game, and by the way, my team won last night. Roll Tide. All right. So you put me you put me in Alabama and Nick Saban, or I'm watching anything like that. Man, listen, I'm gonna kill that whole bag of tape. So I don't buy it for here. I don't buy it at the house. If I do get it, I'm gonna go to the store when we leave here. I'll probably buy a small bag, eat that in the car, and I'm done. You understand? Just to get satisfied. So how would you advise someone that's trying to correct their eating to get on the proper type eating diet? I hate to use the word diet, but it is a word.
I don't use that word neither, bro.
You know what I'm saying, coming from the medical field, it says that you say
no doubt.
diet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so the way that they think, but so tell me about that. How would you help somebody to get on the right track?
What I tell everybody that asks questions about that, one, I said it. There's no need to do it cold turkey, right? Because when me giving somebody a diet
plan,
I rather what I do is we sit down, we come up with a plan, not necessarily a meal plan, but I'm gonna give you some options that you can do, right? If you give an adult options, they tend more to lean that way than to just give them this here. This is what you got to do. You got to eat this, stay on this track, and do this. Man, and an adult who's been working all day, if they want a bag of chips, they're gonna eat a bag of chips. You know what I'm saying? They might tell you, like, look, I stayed on the plan, blah, blah, blah. But if you give them options, they're more lenient to, okay, well, Rick said I could have these grapes or this. What kind of mood am I in? Let me have some grapes real quick. You know what I'm saying? That way they're still in that healthy zone. The thing about it is, and I tell everybody, man, if you eat in portions, the portion size is key.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I tell them is just keep it real simple. I'm not into the keto diets. I'm not into all this other stuff, man. Keep it simple. If we stay away from fried foods, if we stay away from sugary foods, if we keep it simple and stay baked, grilled, the complex carb like the sweet potatoes and stuff like that, and allow yourself one cheat meal.
Okay. Now, per day or per week or what?
One per week. You have to earn that. I tell all my people, you have to earn that cheat meal. You know what I'm saying? Like on a Sunday, knowing that you did. I want you to get all your workouts and your life, everything you've done for the week. Okay. Then you sit down and you evaluate. Because either you're gonna go one way. You're gonna eat that cheat meal, and you're gonna feel like, okay, well, yeah, I deserve that. Or you're gonna eat it, and you're gonna be like, oh, I feel like crap.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So it's gonna go two ways. That's why I tell people, have a cheat meal, enjoy life. I'm not saying a cheat day.
Yeah.
Don't eat the whole Sunday. Like don't do that. Just have a cheat meal, because 9 times out of 10 you're not gonna feel good after you eat that cheat meal. Because one, you've been conditioning your body the whole week to eat the correct way. You see what I'm saying? So it kind of kills itself in a matter. You know what I'm saying? So, but we're human, man. We want to taste the sugar. We want a little taste of potato chips.
Right.
It's natural. It's natural. You know what I'm saying? But there's other alternatives for that.
Right.
Just to get that sweet taste out your mouth. You know?
Yeah. And I'll tell you, man, it's interesting because in me, doing the right thing and trying to do the right thing. I personally, like I said, I don't buy that kind of stuff at home. And I can tighten up a little bit more. But one thing I did do that I am proud of, my portion sizes. So, for example, and I've changed a lot of things, and I'm proud of myself. I lost a lot of weight because you see people, you know it, because you see people that you haven't seen in a long time. Like, yo, D, what happened?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? One lady asked me if I was sick. I was like, if I was sick, I would tell you. Number one.
Right.
Thank you for the like. You're wrong, but I know your heart is.
Right.
But like you said, portion sizes. So what I do a lot of times, man, I'll just do half of what I would normally do. Okay. So if I would normally eat, just say, for example, 2 slices of pizza, I just have 1. You know what I'm saying? And I cut down, a lot of the things that I know. And again, it's kind of like counterintuitive for me or counterproductive, I should say, to eat poorly, knowing that I know better. You know what I'm saying? I like mayonnaise. So I just do a little bit of mayonnaise. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That kind of stuff. And I have a good friend. He and I talk about this all the time. I'm like, yo, man, just do half of what you would normally do. Don't go to cold turkey. Most people cannot maintain that. They cannot maintain going cold turkey because they're gonna have a serious one day, right? And they're gonna just go bonkers. Have a whole pie, a whole pizza pie. So, and that's something I wanted to talk to you about too, man. In regards to workouts themselves, like cardio. Talk to me about cardio. Cardio is that key, and I guess it depends what you're trying to do. So,
yeah, it all depends on what you're trying to do as far as what point you're trying to get your body to. The most important thing for cardio is your heart.
Yeah,
that's it. It's not about running marathons. It's not about sprinting. It's not about who's the fastest and what. It's about your heart. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's good. Hence cardiac arrest,
of course,
things of that nature. That's why cardio is the best thing, not the best thing to do, but it's priority. It should be priority. Now you don't have to go out and do it 5 times a week. Me personally, I do cardio maybe 2 to 3 times, 3 times the most. And that's like on the Stairmaster per week. Yeah. And that's like on the Stairmaster, or if I do 10 to 15 sprints. But anything other than that, I'm not doing anything. And that's with that cardio for me, that's kind of like a HIIT cardio where it's high intensity. So I like to get my cardio over with, man.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be running on a treadmill for an hour. I'm not gonna be on the Stairmaster for 2 hours. Right. I'm gonna get on there. I'm gonna do as quick as possible. If I gotta do 100 floors in 20 minutes, I'm gonna knock it out. You know what I'm saying? I like to be up there all day doing cardio. But what that's doing, that's just getting my heart stronger. All it's doing is getting your heart strong because your heart pumps that blood to every vessel of your body. So of course, because you can see these guys walk around, man, they're 280 pounds. Hence, that's my weight, 280 pounds. And you go down to tie your shoe and you're out of breath. You go up a flight of steps and you're out of breath.
Right.
You kind of like jog and you're breathing out hard, man. That's a problem. Yeah, that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like you can do all this benching and all this working out and squatting heavy, but the minute you put the cardio into it, that heart is working too hard. Is that you're having that heart working too hard because you're not doing any cardio. So now that heart has to work all that, like carry around all that muscle, carry around, and even somebody who doesn't have a lot of muscle, even if it's a regular person that doesn't exercise, it's still not good. Right. That heart needs sometimes. That's why they always say like 45 minutes of exercise a day, doing something. Doing something, because if the heart is if you're just walking around on a daily basis, that's normal. That's what you're supposed to do. Right. But once you get to running around, now you're, like I said, huffing and puffing for air. Your heart feel like it's coming out your chest. That's a bad sign, and that the body's going to give you signs. It's going to give you hints to tell you like, look, you better get me in shape. Yeah. You better. Hey, look, you better. I'm giving you some hints here. Yeah. I'm trying to tell you something. You know what I'm saying? And that's you need to listen to your body. That's when people say listen to your body. That's what it means. So I personally try to incorporate cardio, like I said, into the workouts 2 to 3 times, and plus the pace. I like to personally keep my pace of my workouts fast. That's why if you ever look at my workouts, I put supersets. Yeah, like you do a set, put that down right to the next set. Yeah, so you're actually getting cardio because your heart's working a little faster. And I also do that with my clients as well. So they might do it. They might do a set of something, and boom, drop that weight, jumper jacks, 30 seconds, let's go. You see what I'm saying? So, is that training tougher? Yes, it is tougher, but that's what we're here for.
Right.
That's what we're here for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's really good, man. And so with that being said, we have a few more minutes. With that being said, Rick, like, what are some foods that you would, if someone's trying to lose weight? Because I'll be honest with you, my thing is every morning I like to have a bowl of oatmeal, right?
Okay.
And with the oatmeal, I don't do sugar. I just do some natural honey. I do some cinnamon, and I have vegan butter. And I do that, and I make half of what I would normally. So I do just enough to give me. And I drink black coffee, and I'm proud of that because people are like, oh, black coffee is terrible. I'm like, man, I got used to it.
Right.
I do that because of the diabetic concerns. So I'm gonna eat sugar. I want to use it on something else. Like if I have a cupcake or something later down the week,
right.
You know what I mean? I'm not gonna waste it. You know what I'm saying? In the coffee.
Right.
But that being said, if someone's trying to cut weight, what are some foods that they could eat, you could talk about breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or snack. What are some foods that you recommend?
Well, one, let me recommend staying away from this food. Carbs.
Okay.
Carbs. And so the carbs that you want to stay away from, of course, is the starchy foods, the starchy ones like the white potatoes, the white bread, the pastas, stuff of that nature. Now, man, they got it to a point to where you can have cauliflower pasta, any type of pasta, to where you know what I'm saying, and they got the sweet potatoes, so you can always substitute if you're trying to cut weight. You want to kind of stay away from the beef, one, because it stays in your stomach. It's so hard to digest, unless you get like the real extreme lean beef and everything. I like ground chicken, ground turkey. And you don't have to put a whole ton of seasoning in that stuff, man. Like they have the salt-free seasoning. Even now with fitness meals, they have it to the point where the season is already prepared with the things that you need in it, the amount of salt, the amount of flavoring. So there's really no excuse to not eating the correct way, or not say the correct way, but the way that you need to eat to acquire your goals.
Right.
Because everybody's different. Everybody's different. So what you may do, somebody else may not.
Right.
But at the end of the day, if you keep this thing simple, if you keep it simple, eating doesn't have to be a chore. It doesn't have to be. It's not that hard. You know what I'm saying? Just take away things like the complex carbs. Like I said, eat in moderation, 4 to 6 ounces of meat. And you have to think about it is you have to eat. People think that you cut back on your food, that you actually gain weight by doing that.
Right.
You have to eat to speed up your metabolism.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So those 3 meals a day with the 2 snacks included, people think it's a lot of food, but your metabolism is going to speed it up, and you're exercising. So you need the gas. You need that car needs to ride. So you got to put it in. If you're having those workouts, you have to eat, because what it's doing is your body's burning fuel, and you have to replace that. And you do it, you're gonna burn that food off. So you're gonna feel like you're having a lot of food, but your body needs that gas to acquire the goal that you want. So
what are some healthy snacks?
Personally, try to stay away from trail mix, right? So fruit, any fruits with fiber, any nuts, cashews, almonds, pistachios. I personally like rice cakes. Now they have the flavor rice cakes. Not saying eat the whole bag, but they have the ones, it's the little chips. They got the little chip joints, so you can eat those. What else they got, man? They got protein pudding. They got things to where, man, they got protein jello. If you're a fan of jello for snacking. So they got, I like pineapples too, pineapples and grapes. But yeah, the ones not in the can though. Let's just make that clear. Make that clear. The fresh cut fruit, because a lot of people get it twisted. Like, okay, well, so I go grab some can. No, not the can. Even if it says light syrup, no. If it's in the can, it's in the can for a reason. It's being preserved with something more than what's in that can. So no, get you a fresh fruit, cut it up. And meal prepping is good as well. Meal prepping is huge, and two things with meal prep. You'll save so much money on meal prep. It's ridiculous. If somebody tallies up their food for the week of them going to get food for the week, they might come up to $150, right? So imagine saving $150 for a month every week. when you could just meal prep on a Sunday, fix 21 meals yourself by batch cooking. And you got everything already prepared for you. All you gotta do is go in the fridge, pop it in the microwave, or take it on the go with you.
Right, exactly. And I think one of the things that we have to do, man, and this is not a spiritual conversation, but this is Sunday. We need to yield not to temptation. So here in Charleston, man, we have food everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I mean, people, this is once again the #1 tourist city in America. So, of course, a part of going on vacation is eating. Let's keep it real. So there are places to eat here all the time and everywhere. And I think what's important is that we can, and that's just so funny. I was coming home today and I'm driving down the street. I passed by 2 McDonald's, Rick, and I'm telling you, the line was around the building and onto the main street. And I'm saying to myself, and I don't care if McDonald's hear this and be upset, how can you eat McDonald's, number one? Number two, how can you want it so badly that you're willing to wait in line for about an hour? And so basically what I equate that to is, number one, you don't love yourself because you eat McDonald's. Number two, you might as well put your trash in the trash can or down the toilet, a garbage or whatever have you, because that's what you're doing. Just give it to the homeless person in that bit, or you'll give it to someone else, because that's where your money is going. You don't love it, you don't care for yourself. I think a lot of people just do things out of habit as well,
Definitely.
And what's the saying? If you do something for 21 days straight, it becomes a habit. So instead of going to McDonald's, let's meal prep. You know what I'm saying? And one other thing I wanted to ask you about too, Rick, and we're gonna close out in a second. I wanted to ask you about supplements.
Okay.
That's something that, a lot of men, you hear these, you see these commercials with Frank Thomas Eugenics on TV and fat burners and things like that. Kind of speak on that. And it's great that you have a dietary background. Also, a fitness guy as well. Like, what are your opinions on those kinds of things?
Truthfully, I think they're all trash, bro.
Okay.
I think it's all trash. Nothing substitute hard work, discipline, and just getting after it, yo. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, they want a magic pill. Like, it's not gonna work. The only thing that's gonna get you, the body and the sculpturous body outside of getting after it, and whatever is steroids. That's it. But even with steroids, you still got to work. You see what I'm saying? So it's not, and you're taking so much of a risk because they don't tell you even what's in those capsules. They'll say, what is that, perpetuary blend or something like that? They don't tell you proprietary blend. They don't even tell. They're not. And the thing is, they don't have to. They don't have to tell you what they're putting in it. It's not FDA approved, so they don't have to tell you what's in there. So my thing is, they get these people that's going on these old washed up dude, Frank Thomas. As you can see in his body, if anybody's even paying attention to the commercial, does Frank Thomas look like he's cut up? Does he look like he's doing anything, bro? No, he doesn't. He does not, man. But he's going off a name and what he's did in baseball, and now he's getting all these people. And that, I know it's a check. It's a check. But at the end of the day, people are listening to you, and they're gonna buy this because your name is who you are. You know what I'm saying? My thing is, if you don't take that product, and if it hasn't done anything for you, why are you giving it out to these people? You know what I'm saying? Because the one thing, they're going off of your name. Right. They're going off of you and your word and what you say has happened. That's like somebody they had in, I think it was a Jamie Foxx show when they doing the malt liquor commercial. Yeah. And so you remember that when he don't even drink it, but you selling it to the people in the hood. Right. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, if you have that type of influence, why are you even doing this? Nothing beats hard work, determination, and just discipline, man. It's gonna take time, most definitely. And I think the instant gratification is what people want. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you go in there, if you go into the gym one time a day, twice, one at night, one in the morning, and if you bust your butt, then you're gonna get the results. You know what I'm saying? I have never told any client, tell y'all, okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna work out. I'm gonna put you on this supplement. It's gonna cut you up. It's gonna make you lose weight the fastest. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know because it's not unhealthy. So why would I mean it's unhealthy? I don't know what it's gonna do to your body.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna put you at risk for that. And I think those supplements, it's a big industry, most definitely, because people want to be jacked, people want to be swole. Yeah. But at the same time, man, you scooping it, and you don't. I like to know what I'm putting in my body. Right. And I like my patients. I like to educate my clients on things to put in their body, and that's why I keep it simple with them and let them know, man. Look, this is the best thing to do. We're gonna come in here. We're gonna work. We're gonna bust our ass for 45 minutes, 2-3 times a week, or how many times you come in here a week, and we're gonna get after it, man. Is it gonna take time? Yes, it's definitely gonna take time, but we're gonna get the job done. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be through. And I think what you doing that, it's more gratifying because you earned it. You know what I'm saying? And so the only supplements I've taken, man, college took creatine, whey protein, and after learning about that stuff and being a food nutrition major, I can get all that through food. Okay. I can eat more chicken breast. I can eat more eggs.
Basically just protein. The protein.
Protein.
Yeah.
Protein. Okay. Right. Because once you look at protein powder, after it goes through a process and it hits your body, how much of that do you absorb? You don't absorb that much because once it's been filtered through the machines, now you got to shake it up with water. Now you got to put it in your body. How much of that, out of 100%, how much of that is absorbed? Maybe 35%. Right. Now I can eat a piece of chicken, chicken breast. That's 100% protein. Boom, I got all of it. You know what I'm saying? Just like I use my dog, my puppy, for example. He's on a raw diet. We feed him nothing but chicken breast. Okay. Pure protein, raw, out the bag, wash it off, give it to him. Wow. He's huge. He's huge. Right. You know what I'm saying? He's only 4 months old. So the same concept applies to a human being. Like if you eat the correct way, if you train the correct way, you'll grow, you'll get better, you'll be healthy. And that's the best thing at the end of the day.
Right. And that's good information, man. I just can't tell you, because I've done that before. I used to take this one fat burner, I'll be honest with you. And I was actually using it for the caffeine element. So it would give me that jolt to be able to work out, and again, I think we may have communicated first thing in the morning, but I get up at let me stop lying. My alarm goes off at 4:30. I get up at like 4:45, but I try to get them by no later than 5:15. So that's the deal. But I would just pop it just to get in there. So I would actually pop it along with the black coffee. So I'm like super. I'm sweating over it.
You on one, yeah.
I'm on one for real. But it's so funny because it doesn't affect me. Like, so I gave it to a neighbor of mine once, bigger guy like us, and he tried to lose weight. And he was like, yo, D, don't ever give that to me again. I said, why? He was like, man, I thought I was having a heart attack. And I was like, he was like, man, he said, listen, man, I was so jittery, I couldn't even sit still. Yeah. So, I know different things affect different people in different ways, man. But I just wanted to say, man, that this is what we need. And I feel like, we need to maybe do this again. And I'll tell you what, and I'm going to say this on air. I got to come to Charlotte. I'm going to come to Charlotte. And, we'll come and we do a workout together. That'll be like part.
Let's get it.
I will allow you to butcher me for the sake of the cause, for the culture.
Let's do it. Do it.
For us, man. So anyway, listen, man, we got to wrap it up here, man. We've been talking for almost an hour, and it doesn't feel like it's been that long.
Not at all, bro. Not at all. It's a conversation, man.
Yeah, for sure, Rick. But I want you to have the last word, man. Let everybody know, first of all, give us a message. Leave us with something. I also want you to plug, all of your social media, your email, whatever you want to get out, so people can actually contact you. If people can actually ask you questions, or if there's some clients that may want to come to Charlotte, just moving to Charlotte maybe, and they want to get into it with you as far as becoming one of your clients or one of your family members, excuse me. So yeah, give us the last word, brother.
Basically, man, there's no shortcuts in this thing, man. Like I said, health is the number one priority over everything. You know what I'm saying? And everything, like I said, everything else is gonna fall in line. I promise you. If you take care of your health first, and that's not it. Even if you don't have access to a gym, a lot of people don't because of COVID and all the shutdown and all that stuff. Even with the reopenings, I don't know how different states are, but outside, outside workouts. Like I said, you don't have to be the biggest, strongest person in the gym. Don't let those type of people, don't let that influence you from not working out. You know what I'm saying? So everybody has their own journey. Everybody has their own thing to do as far as their own journey to go on. So accept that, embrace that, and just take it one day at a time.
Right.
Because it's a journey. Just take it one day at a time. It's your journey. That's it.
Right. So how can people get in contact with you, brother?
Instagram. First of all, my name is Rick Lewis. And you can catch me on Instagram at Mr.AIP Fitness. It's an acronym for anything is possible. Like we said in the beginning of the show, I've been rocking entrepreneur for the last about 6 years now. Clientele based in Charlotte. I have over about 50 clients right now. Online, I have over 15 clients online. I have my own fitness apparel, AIP Fit Gear. What else? I do online training as well. Facebook, I'm Rick Lewis, and that's about it. That's it, man. I love what I do, and that's it. You can just catch me on Instagram. I post. I'm doing a 66-day challenge right now. We didn't speak on that, but I'm doing a 66-day challenge. The reason for doing that was to get people out of the quarantine slump, because a lot of states opened up, and if you can, like most people during that time, the 2 to 3 month period. A lot of people put on some weight. You know what I'm saying? No fault of theirs. Because, a lot of things were happening. Life, loss of jobs, financial issues, blah, 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 whatever. But I find that there's no excuse right now to get back on. I just want to get everybody back into the spirit of getting healthy. And, so what I do every day, we're on day 28 right now. All right. So from the first day I post workouts every morning. All right. I post workouts every morning for people to do. I follow the same workout, so I'm in it too. So it's not like I'm posting it and then like I ain't doing nothing. So I post it, I do it, I show clips of it. If you do it, and just tag me in it. It's hashtag 66-day challenge AIP. So when you do it, just shoot that, tag me in it. I'll post it for everybody to see. It's it's accountability. It's accountability. And with me doing it, I can't put it out there and not be the one to do it. I lead by example. So I'm gonna do it just like you doing it. And there's so many people, man, already at day 28 have had so much tremendous change in their body. It's ridiculous. People lost 9 pounds. People getting definition back. The workouts are hard. I ain't gonna cap. The workouts are hard. But they're meant to be though. They're meant to be mentally hard because one is 66 days. Like you said, it takes 21 days to build a habit. 66 days is gonna build a lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? After this 66 days, bro, after this 66 days, if you're not still working out, something's wrong with you. But I promise you, after 66 days, these people are still gonna be working out. It's gonna be a lifestyle change for them because they've seen change in their body. And in their health and in their mindset, first of all, because they're like, damn, I came from not doing nothing to every day I'm doing something. That to me brings gratification. There's people all over the world too, dog. It's England, you got England, Australia, Canada, here in the States. So that's the power of social media for me to do that and to reach out to people, and that's what it is, man. So hashtag 66-day challenge AIP. If anybody's on here that wants to hop on there, y'all be my guest, man. And I talk to you, man, whenever I have a chance to talk and respond back. I'm not one of those dudes that are not gonna respond and leave you on red or read or whatever. I'm gonna talk to you. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the differences between me and other people. I actually talk with you.
Yeah, and I appreciate that. Like I said, it's because of the passion I saw in you by just hopping on to that Discover page and checking you out. That's how we got connected. And I was listening, man. I was bound and determined to get you because I know that number one, we need to hear this. And I always say this. I have guests of various walks of life, various genders, but we have a special focus as Black people. We're Black. We have a different kind of body makeup. Our molecular system internally is different. The things that we fight in life are a little bit different. So this is kind of steered toward us. So again, Rick, I want to thank you, man, for hopping on. I want to thank you, Lord. Thank you for also sharing all of your knowledge. Like I said, we're going to do this again. Probably more like in the 2021 season. And I'll come to Charlotte and I'll bring all my stuff with me and we'll work out and we'll show the people that not only are you for real, but I'm for real too. And I'm gonna hop on this 66-day challenge. I'm gonna say that publicly, so I don't know.
Let's get it.
Start from day one, but I'm gonna.
You're gonna start tomorrow, bro. Today's a rest day, so you're gonna start tomorrow.
Yeah, all right.
I'm gonna hold you accountable too.
Yeah, and I don't want you to blast me if you don't see me.
Most definitely.
For sure, man. So once again, man, Rick, thank you for your time. This once again has been another successful, informative episode of A Different Echelon podcast. Please hit that subscribe button. Rick promised me he was going to hit the button before we got on, so he got me A Different Echelon on YouTube and Darius Nolan on Facebook. We do this every week. This was a little bit different because of the scheduling conflicts. But next week, we have a couple of broadcasts. We have a young lady that just became an MP, a nurse practitioner, going to talk about women's health. And we also have another good friend of mine, Aaron Bonsor, that's going to talk about workout and fitness for the ladies. So please tune in. Do not be a stranger. I love you all. And this is all for us. Somebody says how to hashtag. I think they want to know how to hashtag the 66-day challenge, I believe.
So on Instagram, just hit hashtag. It should pull up in the stories or in your whatever you post. Just put hashtag 66 day challenge AIP.
Right. So I hope that answered the question. Yeah. Like you said, hashtag 66 day challenge AIP.
AIP, yes, sir.
AIP, exactly. There we go, man. Anything is possible. I like that, my brother. We'll be talking. Rick, don't hang up. I'm going to end the broadcast, so don't hang up, all right?
All right, bet.
All right, man. Thank you guys all for tuning in. God bless you all. Have a great week. Be blessed.
Bless y'all.
All right.